today, tonight, afternoon, in your time. So today is December December 20, 2025 here in the Philippines. 5 days to go is Christmas Eve. There's a countdown, huh? So here in the Philippines, we do have, because Philippines is 90% of people here are Catholic. So we do have Simbang Gabi. Uh, I don't know what Simbang Gabi or early in the morning mass until on the 25th. Okay, so some people they just have believe that they have to do that, 15 days simbang gabi, and then they can drop a wish for their family, friends, for themselves, and of course, love life. Okay. But mega love shout out to all my members still there. You know who you are, and I really appreciate Vic, 8,000 miles away, who rejoined his membership. Good morning, Kiss. Okay. How are you? And of course, to my brother Brett, good morning. Good afternoon to you. So, and to all my new subscribers who subscribe my channel, thank you very much for believing my show. And for those who drop their comments every time I do have a post on my community. Thank you so much. And guys, for those who wants to post on my community, is I already on. I turn on my community so that you can share some um, thoughts, ideas, and suggestion. Okay, and of course, to all my new subscribers who subscribed my channel, hello. And I really appreciate that you are subscribed. And of course, to all my super chatters, no other than Brett, thank you. And to all my sponsor, uh, thank you. And today, so I think this is the right, or this is the good time to do a live streaming, because sometimes, if I gonna do 12 midnight and then I sleep late and I woke up late, so it's not really productive to a person that you sleep late, you woke up late. Okay, so it's better to do early. So early bird early cuts the worm. And for those wants to suggest what kind of content that I'm gonna uh, do, or my subject, feel free. My channel is open to all of you guys, especially for those willing to work with me. And of course, I'm willing to work with you. Okay? So, what else? Actually, here in my home, I don't really do some kind of other people that, some Filipino family that, when it comes to Christmas, well, actually, majority of Filipino, they just, when it comes to preparing food, they spend a lot of money for that. Okay, so I have nothing against with that. So I just um, say this through my opinion that yeah, I understand, but for me, it's just like um, regular day for me, huh? Even though that I'm a Catholic, but I don't really, as you can see in my home, I don't have any Christmas decor or about Christmas, but I know it's Christmas is coming. Okay. So just a special dinner with my family, and that's it. And then New Year, same thing. The only thing it's difference from others is we just have champagne. Okay. And that's it. 12 midnight, open the bottle of champagne and have a toast. And that's it. Because for me is much important is daily lives. Okay. But I understand for those, for those people that they really prepare for the Christmas Eve and New Year. So I have nothing against with that. But I just say this. This is my opinion. All right. So I'm gonna wait for a few minutes, and then we're gonna proceed to our discussion. So the title of my content or my subject today is Seven Things Men Give to the Woman They Love. Okay, so if I gonna mention this and you cannot find or you cannot experience and you cannot say that to a man, especially, this content is really referred to women. Okay, if you cannot really see that seven things to a man, you have to run or leave that person because you're just wasting your time. You both are wasting your time. Okay, don't wait for nothing. All right, so okay, let me read this because I saw Kiss. So for those wants to drop your opinion, feel free. Okay, I will love to read your opinion for that. So each of us has their own interpretation when it comes to situation. Okay, so let me read. Okay, I'm gonna show this so that people can see it. All right. Okay. After the man gives everything to the woman he loves, then he drinks a lot of coffee. Now, why? To have a nervous after all the decision that he made to a woman? That's what you want to point it out. Yes. It makes sense what you said, Kiss. So you have to think many times. Okay. Don't decide or don't say in a quick, just a snap of your finger. Okay. It takes time, to think, especially when it comes to relationship. All right. And um, for those who wants to send super chat, I really appreciate that, guys, because it makes my fund goes. It makes my channel fund uh, make it into a bigger, 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 bigger amount. Because I have plan, but as as the moment, I cannot really do that because I don't have enough fund to make that. But through your help, I can able to get that plan or to get that fund that I really needed for my uh, studio. All right. So we just wait for a few minutes. Hold on, guys. How can I? So it's better, it's better to hold the microphone so that you can really hear me clearly. Because sometimes, even though that I have a microphone, if it's not really, my voice is not, if my mouth is not really near to the microphone, it's kind of, it's not really clear what I'm saying. Because after my show, guys, I have to watch my show and which part of the show that, is not really uh, clear. So that's the reason why I have to use this. Actually, I have two microphone, but I don't really use that oftenly. So now this is the right time. So I'm just wearing, bow headband so that I can share, the spirit of Christmas to everyone. I hope that, I'm very aware of weather here. So yesterday, the local news, I watch the weather forecast. So I'm grateful that there's no typhoon, but there's a monsoon east. So that's very normal for us because in the west it's snowing, so the wind blow going to the east. That's why now we experience uh the weather is a bit cold for us, but for those western people, this is nothing. But for Filipino, we feel cold. So Philippines is the tropical country, so we use of the warm weather. Like and share, please. Like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so guys, I really appreciate for those who watched my last short video, because when I open it, oh, I was surprised that it's over 1K views. But if you want, guys, this is, any channel that you visited, guys, don't forget to give them, or especially me, don't forget to give us, like, or much better if you drop a comment about the video. So just a few minutes, guys, we're gonna discuss. Actually, I'm getting better now because, well, I still have it's not often me to cough, but sometimes I cough, but it still have a little itchy throat. Okay, and no sore throat, but I have to be careful about when I go outside. I have to wear face mask because I can notice, guys, that if you ride on the jeepney, a lot of people sneezing and coughing because of the weather. So we call that in Tagalog cambio clima. It sounds Spanish. Yes, that's Spanish words. Cambio means change. Clima is weather. So clima in Tagalog is um, panahon. So pabago, panahon. So sometimes, when if there's like in LTO, I remember, LTO just equivalent of DMV and the states. So when you go to if you're uh, plan to get a non-professional, because we have three types of driver's license here in the Philippines. First, student, and then non-professional, and then the third is professional. So the student, that's the starts, you can go to driving school, and after you pass those examination and theoretical seminar, they will give you a certificate, and then the certificate that they give it to you is, that's the steps that you can able to apply for non-professional driver's license. So before that, you have to take a written exam, and then after written exam, if you pass, then practical exam. So that's the thing that, because, on the written exams, two language that they gave, English and then Tagalog. So if you're not really good in Tagalog, just go on English, because I noticed that some Tagalog question is gonna be confused. So they uh, make it into a deep Tagalog that if you're not used of that word, you're gonna be confused, to answer, because the written exam is just like multiple choice. So you have to be aware, to analyze the question. So it's better to get English than Tagalog. But most of Filipino, they just, go to Tagalog. But there's some question, it's kind of a tricky question. If you're not aware of the question, you're gonna lose your answer, or you cannot really get the right answer. So I prefer to take English question. And the professional driver's license, that's the uh, driver's license that you can able, to uh, drive the taxi, or, here in the Philippines, Grab, or any kind of public transportation. They will authorize that. But me, as of now, is just like the only uh, transportation that I can able, to drive is private. And then now that we have code for, for our driver's license, so it's okay, to drive a manual. They will allow you to drive automatic. But if your code on your driver's license is automatic and you did not drive manual, that's against the law of LTO. LTO stands for Land Transportation Office. In short, LTO. So maybe I gonna put here, because my hand starts to, oh, it's near to my mouth. So I think this is okay now. So I'm gonna make my voice a little, I'm gonna raise a little volume. Okay, so are you ready, guys? Two people. So where are those, my three 1,008 plus subscriber. Where are you? Yeah, Ryan is here. Welcome to my show, my dear brother Ryan. Okay, so for those men that hear this 7 things men give to the woman they love, okay, feel free to drop your comment if you agree or disagree. So, are you ready, guys? So, if you're ready, I'm ready. So, let's start our conversation. Okay, so 7 things men give to the woman they love. When it comes to love and relationship, there are 7 undeniable things a man gives to the woman he genuinely loves. Wow. Genuinely loves. Sana all. But sometimes, I saw that some men, they're very into that. But once the woman, okay, they get the sweet yes, and suddenly they change. But before that, I gonna question that or I gonna drop that comment. Okay, let me finish this. Okay, so every man is capable of offering these things. If if your man isn't giving you any of this or any of them in your relationship or marriage, it's a loud signal. He does not truly love you. No argument about it. Okay? So, are you ready for the first or number one? Okay, number one. He gives you money and surprises. One of the strongest ways men show how deeply they love a woman is through their giving. Believe it or not, when a man truly loves you, okay, so listen to all girls. My goodness, sorry guys. If you heard something, just ignore it. Okay. And if I'm here that, I'm distracted for that. But it is what it is. Where am I now? I'm lost. Okay, so, okay. Believe it or not, when a man truly loves you, he will always want to surprise you in a meaningful ways. But this is thing that yes, that sometimes from the start of the relationship, man loves to give you surprise thing. Okay, but I don't know if that um uh, uh, constantly or sometimes yes, from the start, they just do that. But when it comes to they can do that regularly, no. Okay, so I'm just contradict about that. Okay, well, okay, he'll go out his way to make sure you're happy, and I agree with that. He wants to see that smile on your face. That's very very neutral, that the men always want to see the girl that they love, the woman that they love, the lady that they love, uh, with a big smile on their face. And well, often it step into help solve of your problems. He won't stand by when another man trying to where am I now? My goodness. I'm lost. Okay, there you go. He won't stand by when another man trying to take care of you. He will send money when he can, especially if he's doing well. When our natural providers, men are natural providers, listen to that. But sometimes, men, they provide, but, they cannot really tell to the person that, okay, you have to do things like this. They always say that, this is for your future or what. Because, it's just like if the man is the provided, you cannot really put all the things, all that responsibility to him. But some men are very into that. They understand that a man is naturally providers in the family. Okay, that's given. But sometimes men, they provide, but they have to demand for the replacement of the things that they provide. And also, men is the problem solvers. If you have a man who isn't supporting you financially or emotionally, especially when he's able, then you are not in the right person. That's, there's no such thing as stingy man. Is simply not willing to make sacrifice for you. Okay, yes, that it makes sense, guys. But here's the thing that there's nothing wrong. A man can send money to the girl that he loves. Okay. But he has to look the situation first because nowadays a lot of women, not only in the Philippines, all over the world, they just do things such a drama in life to fall for the man of their drama. And then if the man fall for that drama, of course, he will send money. And I have nothing against with that, but you have to wise or clever when it comes to your money. So if the woman deserve that money, then go. Because I know there's a man that he never seen that person, but he's regularly sending money that to a woman because he knows that woman deserves that. And then the woman that he send the money are good woman, not a bad woman. What? Okay. So for those women, that the words that I mentioned, if you can see that, then that's the right man for you. But if you cannot really like, this is very common that if it's not um financially can able and he's not really into that, so meaning he's not the right person for you, and he's not. I don't, I don't really use the word sacrifice. Okay, he's not willing to help. Okay, sacrifice. Well, but for me, I'm gonna use I'm gonna replace that. Help. He's not willing to help you, then he's not the right person for you. Okay, so that's the number one. So I have, a story, guys. I don't know for those, for those people that who come on my show, if you remember, that a few months ago, I visited my agency before when I was young. So when I find a job, so I go that agency, and then they gave me our work for that. And then I was encountered the applicant that she said that uh, she has a Black American doctor boyfriend. Okay, she's a caregiver. She worked abroad, and then after the contract, okay, if you're a OFW, after the contract, go back to the Philippines and you're jobless. Okay, in Japanese, you're putalo. Okay, jobless. So she said that he has a boyfriend, is a doctor, and I don't know if she's telling me the truth, if that's a doctor. I don't know what it states that she told me. Um, Indiana, I think that she told me Indiana or Tennessee, but he's a black. They're living together, but in their the status of the relationship is their boyfriend and girlfriend, but they living together. I don't want to specific that, but if you're living in one roof, you just do things like a couple, but you are not legally um, uh, married. Okay. And then she told me that when she cleaning the room and when she opened the closet to fix all the clothes, she noticed that there's backs of ring. Okay, but she just waiting, but the boyfriend never mentioned about that. And then I told her, you've been for 5 years boyfriend and girlfriend. And then I told her, how many months did you notice about the ring? And then she said about 5 months. And then I told her, is your boyfriend mentioned about that? And then she said no. Oh, you better think many times about that girl, because that ring is not for you. Okay, don't expect, because if you expect more than what you think, you're gonna be hurt. And then she told me that her best friend told her that just give him a few months. If he's not offering things about your relationship, you better leave that man. Well, she just in love, because I told her for 5 years, he never talk about marriage thing, to marry you. And then he just telling you he loves you, but he never mentioned about the marriage, or the married thing. And then he never mentioned about the ring on the closet. And then he said yes. And then I told him, whether you like it or not about my comment, you have to leave that man. You know what, guys? A few days ago, because I told her, okay, all you have to do, because if you want to go contact me, just go to my Facebook. I gave her my Facebook. I was surprised that she said that she has to leave that man. But I can see on the tone of her voice that she just confused, to decide, but once the woman says something to the another woman, it means that she don't feel comfortable. She's not treated well with the man. And I told her, it's up to you, girl, if you're gonna take that personal. But that man, she just use you because you're still young and you don't. react things, men, they just tell you, oh, I love you, but deep inside they are not. They just use your body, especially if they need you. And once they get tired of you, it's easy for them, to leave. What's the purpose of that ring? And then how many months he never tells you? Do you think that in the hospital, if he's really, I don't know, I told her, if he's really a doctor, do you think there's a lot of young and single doctors here in the Philippines and nurses? Do you think he's not talking with them? Think about it. So, but on the time that when I talking to her, it is just like she's in denial that she really think that the man really in love with her. And then I just think in myself, okay, she's not he's not really in love with you. He just use you. He just use your body for that. If he's in the mood, or if he's want personal about your body, he just can do. But don't think that the man really in love with you, because for 5 years, no plan, no discussion about to settle down. So some Filipina, that's why I just give them some of my live streaming, that I mentioned that know the person first. Don't fall for the sweet tongue, because of course if you know that person online, and then okay, now boyfriend and girlfriend within 1 week, they just boyfriend and girlfriend when they talk. But that person, I'm asking yourself, I, I'm asking you, that person, even though you talk, because there's a lot of BS online. So don't fall for that. Men are very good, the sweet tongue. Okay, if you're not, for women, if you're not really think about, you're gonna fall for that, and at the end of the day, they're gonna leave you, because you're not really smart to understand, to think before you say yes to that person. Hi, Ronald. Hello. Thank you for coming. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, he should give you his time and attention. Many of you are in relationships with men who barely take the time to call you, respond to you, text, or even acknowledge your presence when they are online. Sometimes this is funny, guys, because uh, in Messenger, guys, you really know that the person is online. Oh, but they are not, some that they are not really truly in love with you. They are not sending message in how are you or what. But they are online. So meaning they're talking to another person. Okay. So that's kind of a thing that, women shown that kind of red flag. Okay. Don't think that you really want to have a farm or Western boyfriend, but you have to think, because it's just like we're all the same, guys. It's the only difference they are from the West and we are from the East. Okay? Okay. They makes excuses, saving they're too busy, but the truth is no one is ever too busy for the one they truly love. Okay, yes, correct. Because if the person love, they will spend time. It doesn't really matter how long, but if that man love the woman, he will spend time with her. Okay, you'll find that that same man who says he's too busy, has no problem making times for others, he's talking to another woman or someone else, is more of priority to him. When a man deeply loves you, you become one of his top priorities, even in his busiest moments. Yes, because if the man loves you no matter what, he just stop for a while and call, or actually, I'm not really into the send a message, but he's really busy. Yes, I give that consideration, but to call or how is it, that's meant a lot to a woman. Okay. He will curb out time for you. Time is precious, and people only make time for those they truly care about. Yes, because if they don't really care, it's just like, okay, they have to set a time to talk. If that person don't really follow that meaning, that person is not right for you. You better leave that person. So that's number two, guys. And then if he's not prioritizing you, it's a clear sign. Man's not as committed as he should be. Okay? So I know for those men, men on my live streaming, so let me, you feel free, feel free to write your comment on the comment section, because I really appreciate that, guys. If you're not disagree what I said, and let's talk about that if you disagree or what. But like I said, all these things, that the seven things that a man to the, if the man loves the woman, it's not really, you can really, especially for those, men and women that has experience in life, that yes, some of the things that I mentioned, it happened, but sometimes it's not. There's opposite side of that. Okay, number three, he should give you some respect. It's buffing how some men respect but fail to offer it. If you are want a man to respect you, must first show him respect. Never stay in a relationship where a man disrespects you. No matter how he provides, don't tolerate a man who raises his hand or be titles to you. And anyways, love and respect go hand in hand. You can't say you love someone while treating them poorly. A man truly loves you will treat you with dignity and kindness. Avoid men with anger issues. Stay away from those who cannot control their emotions. Domestic violence should never be tolerated, no matter how much you love someone. The way you're treated is far more important than how much love you give someone. You hear that, ladies? So are you agree with that? Because here's the thing that especially Western women, they want respect. Okay, I don't want to mention, but Western women, they want respect. Hi, Tipid, hello. Thank you for coming. They want respect, but they don't really show respect to themselves. So the first thing is respect themselves so that they can give respect to the person that they love. Okay? You cannot, if you ask respect, you have to earn that respect from that person, but the respect that you really wanted, that came from you. Okay? How is your love life? So, Tipichi, this is for the women. You have to listen about this. If you cannot really see this sign, okay, my advice is that man is not really, truly loves you. Okay? Number 4. He should give he should give you some romantic vibes when a man is deeply in love. He transforms from the serious, sometimes stoic figure into someone playful and vulnerable. He'll let down his guard and allow his romantic side to shine through your see him engaging with you on a deeper, more affectionate level. He becomes more than trust a partner. He becomes someone who genuinely enjoys spending quality fun moments with you. Okay? So that's the thing that and number 5, he creates a safe environment for you. A man loves you deeply, will do everything in his power to make you feel safe, emotionally, physically, and mentally. He wants to be yourself around him. To feel comfortable enough to express your thoughts without judgment. He creates a space where trust is built, where you're free to share your secrets without fear of the betrayal. Trust doesn't come easily, but when the man loves you, he works to earn it and keep it. So, Tipechi, the things that I discuss is 7 things men give to the woman they loves. Okay, so that's the thing. So I just discuss things men give to the woman that they love. Women, I mean, or woman. Okay, so if you cannot see this to the man, so technically he's not truly loves you. Okay, so number 5, he creates a safe. Okay, I already read this, so let's go to number 6. Okay, the first. Okay, here's number. Okay, I'm gonna read this to you, Tipenche, because you asked. Okay, listen to this. So usually this is for women. Okay, for women. Number 1 is gives you money and surprises. One of the strongest way men show how deeply they loves a woman is through their giving. Believe it or not, when a man truly loves you, he will always want to surprise you in meaningful ways. He'll go out his way to make sure you're happy. He wants to see that smile on your face and will often stop and help solve of your problems. He won't stand by when another man trying to take care of you. He will send money when he can, especially if he's doing well. Men are natural providers and problem solvers. If you have a man who isn't supporting you financially or emotionally, especially when he is able, then you are not in the right person. There's no such thing as a stingy man. He's simply not willing to make sacrifice for you. Okay? So, thank you, because you agree with that. But there is guys, try to, no, I don't want to read it again and again. Just, if you want to, if you want to know, then later, just replay this. And number 7, okay? Because I don't want to stay here, guys, because my throat starts to. I cannot really talk long because I have cough, so now I can feel that my throat starts to itchy, and I don't want to get worse for that. Okay, but I give some women ideas if they men really true love them. Okay, um this is not a bluff. Okay, this is facts. Okay, so the last but not the least, number 7, he will give you assurance. Women don't fall in love just for the sake of it. They think ahead before a woman invites you into her life. She is already imagining the future with you. She sees just as a partner, but a potential husband, father to her children, and son-in-law to her parents. Their, her fears and insecurities may stem from past experiences, but a man who loves you or loves her will reassurance her time and time again. Reassurance is love language that speak volumes. A man who loves you deeply will remind you through words and actions that you are the one for him. Okay? It's not just about saying, I love you. Okay? It's about showing it through meaningful gestures, like introducing you to the most important people in his life or making you a part of his future plans. In the end, the greatest assurance comes when he puts ring on your finger and commit a building a life with you. When you marry a man who loves you deeply, he will continue to show his love is a constant and unshakable. Okay, so that's the thing, guys, that no matter how good the man in your life, he provides everything, but he never puts, you know, ring on your finger. That's kind of a red flag. Okay, so it's just like for me, you don't have to wait for many years because look, like I mentioned that, my friend, the girl that I talk in my agency, they've been for 5 years, but the man never puts ring on her finger. So that's the sad part. Okay? So it's just like in Tagalog, ginamit niya lang ang katawan ng girl. Okay? Once you get tired using her body, the man will suddenly vanish. And that's some women are still in denial the fact that the man is not truly in love. He just fall for your It's just saying BS for you so that you will stay with him because he needs your body. And there's a lot of women fall for that. So wake up, women. If you're gonna hear these 7 things man gives to the one they love, you're very lucky to have that man. But if you cannot hear it or you cannot experience the 7 things men give to the woman they loves, so my conclusion is you are not he is not the right person for you. You better leave and find another one that deserve your love, deserve your time. You both wasting your time. Don't fall for that. But in the other hand, I cannot really blame some women that they know that man is full of BS because of the financially situation. Because some men they just do that to give money because there's a replacement for that. But some women they just take it that situation because they need money. They are not financially stable. That's why they have no choice to take that. But for me, they have choice. Okay, but it's just like come on, they don't really think about this to solve the problem, but they really want to stay on that problem because they are not thinking or they are not uh, wise or clever, to think what's the right for her or what's right for the relationship. At the end of the day, guys, okay, all the things that we have in our life, material things, when we gone, you earn that to have that. But when you live on this earth, people, your family will get that from you, and that's the sad part if they're gonna really take care of that. And sometimes they don't really give value for that because they did not work hard for that. So that's the sad part, guys. Especially you get that, but you have so much. Okay, I know a lot of women, things that they shown online, they're happy or what, their husband or their boyfriend, their girlfriend are very in love with them. You see the big smile on their faces. No, it's not, because that's for the sake of the show. But it's not in real life. Behind of that big smile, behind of that smile, there's a sad side of that. Remember that, guys. Okay, because not all people are be honest. That's why they said for the sake of the show, for just entertainment only. But you have to think that not all things that in video you see is not really what you think, because that's scripted. Okay, so think many times before you comment that person. And I understand some women, they just take it that things, what happened in their lives, because once they leave that person, they go back to the same thing before he met that or before she met that person. But if it's too much, guys, too much stress, too much, if you're stressed, it creates anxiety, it creates depression, not only for women and also for men. So For men, there's nothing wrong to be fell in love with a woman, but pick the right one. And same thing, I'm not really referred to this for women, but also for the men. Okay, but be honest, be 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 considerate to the person that you really love, and especially for those they know that the person really take care of you. Okay, it's just like sometimes people, it becomes um it becomes greed of the things, the plans in life, but they don't really look at the effort that the person who really take care of them. It's because of the things that they want. It's suddenly the effort the person gave to them. They don't really remember that. They don't really value that. That's the sad part, guys. So don't be surprised. One day, your partner, it suddenly vanish. Okay? They cannot say things. They just want to leave because of that too much stress. And you know, here's the thing, guys, that they said that, a homemaker, a wife, a homemaker is not easy job, guys, for for those wives. It's not, especially if you have children. Okay, and sometimes women, they don't really, you know if the man has a work, the wife take care of the family, everything, household, everything. And suddenly, you know the man has the face, to flirt with other women. And then really, they don't really look on this situation that the woman, their wife, work hard for the family, for the children. And sometimes they don't give nothing to the wife because you don't do nothing. As a homemaker, guys, is not easy. Some people, they just think that, oh, you're just a homemaker. You don't do nothing. No, it's not. It's kind of a hard thing. But sometimes I understand those wives that they say something that, especially if their husband don't appreciate what they're doing inside the house. That's the sad part. So anyway, I don't want to make a drama here. So I really appreciate for those who come here and give me a thumbs up and listen what I'm said. Okay, so for TPG, all you have to do, just go to replay this, because this is only 1 hour, so I don't want to stay long, because my throat, it starts to itchy, so I'm not really feeling well. So, well, the healing process, uh it's coming. The healing process is coming, but I'm not totally healed. Okay, so once again, guys, so I hope that I can able to to give ideas for those women that looking for their true love. So if you can read this, or if you watch this, if you see that seven sign to the man, yes, that the man is right for you. But if not, just only um oh, thank you so much. I think because of that weather here, Ryan. So that's the thing, that if there's like 3%, think about it first before you say, okay, this is the he's really in love, truly in love. or she's truly in love with me. Okay. But if it's not the seven, then you better think many times. Okay. Remember the times with S, not time, times. Because this is not a this is not this is not a saying. This is a facts, guys. Okay. So, and these things, it happens. Some women, it won't. Some, it happened. Some, it won't. Okay. So think. Think about it. Don't be in denial. Same thing with the men, guys. Okay. Don't use your money. Okay, women, if you use your money, women will just take the money from you. But the love that she gave you is not really purely honest love. Okay. She just want to get your money. Okay. At the end of the relationship is nothing. Okay. Especially for those women that use of that kind of relationship. Okay. And for those Asian women that experience a bad relationship with a Western man, don't think that they don't know that. Yes, they know. So beware of that. That's kind of a scary for those Western men, that women that you're dealing, Asian women that you're dealing with as an experience with Western men. Okay. Because you cannot fall for them. Okay. They know what they're doing. All right. So, any question? Any question? So, I do believe, guys, yeah, that, sometimes men that we understand that men are busy. For me, it's just like if, before for me, I like, it doesn't really matter, you don't need to give a woman, 1 hour more than an hour. So, it's gonna be tiring, 5 minutes every day. So meaning that he's with you, okay? No matter how far, 8,000 miles away, you other side of the world, but if the man or the woman, the person that you love, always give you a time, it doesn't really matter how long is that. That person feels that you with her or you with him. That's very important. If you want the relationship really build strong. Okay, any question, guys? So for those women that wants to know, okay, if you have time, you can watch this, replay, because I don't want to say it again and again. And, getting sore. I cannot really talk because of my throat. It's gonna be hurt. So anyway, if there's no question, so I really appreciate your time, guys. So until next time, I have a question. Okay, good. I have a question. I have found someone on TikTok. Is their relationship real or fake? Okay. I have so much question for you, Ryan. How long you been uh met that person online? Okay. So, how she's dealing with you? Okay, is she's understand your situation? Oh, there's so many questions that Ryan, but you know what? I don't want to talk here in online. So you can chat me on my WhatsApp, Ryan, so that we can have a good discussion. Yeah. Um. Here's the thing, guys. That I don't know, but this is my understanding. Having a friends online that you never met in person is not relationship. Okay, you creating friendship with that person online, but if you do your effort to meet that person after that, that's the relationship. Okay, once you start to go and visit her, that's the start of relationship. But if you're talking online, you never see in person, you start building a friendship with her or with him. Oh, guys, if there's a person that this is, I'm not saying that dealing with a person online is not really good, but you have to be aware of, you have to know the person first, how long they've been in their TikTok or in YouTube, because people involved online thing, they know how to play games. Okay, name it the games, and they know how to play. If you want to join the game, that if you don't know how to play, you are the victim. You're gonna lose the game if you don't know how to play the game. All right. So once you're dealing with these people that in the use of playing games online, you have to be smart enough to understand what they're doing. But if you don't uh, let yourself enter the games that you don't know how to play, because the 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 result is it makes you feel lonely, it makes you feel behind of that game. So never any kinds of games, relationship or whatever, never enter the games if you don't know how to play. Because simple as that, you're gonna lose the game. Like in casino, guys, don't go to the casino if you don't know how to play what they games that they offer in casino. Okay, don't, because you're gonna lose and you don't really enjoy if you don't know the game. But it's okay, it's okay if you know the game, and then if you lose, then it's okay, because the games, it makes you have fun for that. Okay, makes sense. Because not all people, like in games, there's only one will gonna won that game. Might other people next to the winner, but you cannot win at the same time. There's only one can win the game. But at least you know the game, you know to play, and you don't really desperate. You don't really desperate, to win the games, because you know how to play. and it brings you joy for that. But if you don't know to play, then don't don't gamble yourself to play the game if you don't know. All right, so any question? Da, 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 da. So it's just like, the song is the winner takes it all, the loser stand it full. And then, the song of, I'm gonna play this, guys, so that you will understand, the song of Dionne Warwick, I never fall in love again. I love that song. If you really understand what she's really saying, that I'm gonna sing that, guys. Okay. So I'm gonna sing that so that you will understand. And I love these lyrics. Guys, I will dedicate this song to all of you. Don't fall for yourself to in love the person that he's not truly in love with you. So this song is really real happen in people's life. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if you're man or woman. Okay, so I'm gonna sing this because I love these lyrics also. I love these songs also. Oh my god, where am I now? Hold on. My goodness. I Okay, this one. So the title of the song, I'll never love this way again. Okay, so here we go, guys. I never loved this way again, so I keep holding on. Before the good is gone, I know I never love this way again. Hold on, hold on. I know I never loved this way again, so I keep holding on. Before the good is gone, I know I never loved this way again. Hold on. I know I never loved this way again, so I keep holding on. Before the good is gone, I know I never loved this way again. Hold on. So that's a nice song, guys. So I hope that you like that song, but you know, when it comes to my voice, sorry. So I try my best, to share that song for those people that if you're not experience that kind of love that you're looking for, don't gamble yourself for that because a fool will not lose tomorrow. So once again, guys, thank you so much for your time and effort to support my channel. So until next time, bye bye. So thank you so much, Ryan, Ronald, and Kipid G, Brett, and the rest of the people who come and stay. So hasta luego. Bye.